Yo, it's Gorilla Central out there. Get the fuck up. Juice heads everywhere.
I don't think that he's good for you. How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion! Are you kidding me? I swear to God, don't be what are you throw the thing on me. I'll hurt you.
Welcome to BoobTube.
I don't know, maybe 2 minutes after 9, I'm in bed now.
Listen,
Yeah.
I get that 150% because as soon as it turns like 7 o'clock, I'm like, oh my gosh, please hurry up 8 o'clock. Please hurry up 8 o'clock. My kids can go to bed. I can go to bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, is flying solo. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
It should be all right. Though my youngest is 2.5, and she's very, very willful right now.
Bless your heart.
Very
I don't miss
willful.
those days. I do not miss those days.
Yeah, when I met her in April, her favorite thing to do was no.
Woof.
With the finger.
Of
Oh,
course.
no.
Of
Yeah.
course.
We call it the finger of descent.
The figure of descent. No.
Instead of the jabot of descent.
Yeah.
Mhm. She's about to hit 3-nager, and that's when
Oh
it
my
becomes not the pointer finger, it becomes the middle finger.
Oh yeah,
God.
no, I remember that with my eldest. That we went through
Mhm.
some serious 3-nager. It was yeah, there's a lot of attitude. I mean, I guess I can't blame them. I mean, Hannah and I are setting examples as sassy women, so therefore they are growing up as sassy girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are definitely times where I'm just like, no. Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
just means they're going to be literal queens. It's fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
I figured out how to be sarcastic before she learned words. It was incredible.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that.
She's got excellent comedic timing, my eldest. Excellent comedic timing. So
Oh, bless her.
yeah.
Ugh. All right. Great. Well, I see we're recording, and I
Yep.
see that Josh is in the background somewhere.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on things. If I feel there's something I must absolutely interject on, I will. I'm mostly going to be trying to look some stuff up and maybe messaging you guys just if there's something that should be brought up.
Yeah, if
but with
it's
four voices is enough. Well, like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and stay out of it.
So before
yeah.
we you can cut this out. So how long are we expecting this? Like more than 40 minutes?
Yeah, we'll stick to the 45, 50. Let's just see where
Okay.
it gets us. I think all of you are, so far are getting along swimmingly, so I think
That's
it'll
good.
be quite fun. So let's just
Yeah.
roll with it. But yeah,
Um,
Gabby, whenever you really want to start, and
Gotcha. And if you have because I'm just looking at the Zencaster. So Josh, if you ever want to put something in, put it into the Zencaster Messenger so I can just see it right there.
yes, that's good. Yes, that's a good. I was gonna use WhatsApp, but yeah, screw
No,
the other
you-
window. Let's do that. You're right.
Yeah, let's just do that, and so I can be like, oh shit,
I'm
or
just gonna close this door because I can kind of hear Josh echoing a little because he's
Okay.
downstairs. Hang on.
I'm going to start hi right there.
there we go. All right.
Well, now I'm having flashbacks to teaching. None of
Yeah.
my students, when we're online, none of my students will put their videos on or put their microphones on anymore, and so I have to teach where they like write me in the messaging, and then I have the
How
message app,
awkward
and then
is
I have to
that?
read out the message to the whole class, and then I have to
Yeah.
talk to the message about the answer, and then they message thank you back.
No,
God.
So
No,
awkward.
this is where you need to bring back hitting people with like a paddle.
It's like because we're recording when your youngest Alexis or when your oldest Alexis was really little and you would FaceTime me with her but there was something wrong with FaceTime but just with me, so like every time I called I was just a black rectangle and a red dot. And she just kept hanging up on me because there's a red dot on the screen and she's a baby
Yeah.
and she wants to touch it.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Yeah,
That's-
so we had a lot of so I don't use my kids' names on like anything public.
Of
And
course.
so they go by my eldest is called Spawn of Paton.
I love that.
And so obviously the second is I've got 2 kids. My second is Spawn of Peyton 2, the sequel.
Ah,
And they have their own little hashtags on social media. They have a very tiny but devout following.
I love it.
That is
I
so
love it.
cute.
Well, rock on. Certain or Peyton.
She knows how to do that. She knows how to do that too.
Perfect.
Right. So welcome to a very special Boob News. We've got
News.
Alexis Paton.
Peyton.
I'm so sorry.
Dr. Alexis Paton.
I'm sorry. Dr. Alexis Paton. Put that doctor in front. Show what's up.
Put some respect on her name.
Respect on that name.
Alexis, give us the credentials.
Oh God. So I am Dr. Alexis Paton of the PhD variety, not the medical variety. But I study how people make decisions about their health. So, and I'm what's called an ethnographer. So I spend loads of time lurking in hallways and hospitals. And if you love people watching, there is an actual job where someone will pay you to do it. And that's what I do for my job. It's fantastic.
Bro, I'm in the wrong industry.
Yeah, I love it. So so technically that means I'm a medical sociologist. And because I love it so much, I run a research center here in Britain called the Center for Health and Society, where we look at how the world around us influences on our health.
Yes. So you're talking about Sick Society, our brand new podcast coming to our network.
Well, this
probably
is
January.
In January. But this is like just a little tidbit. So with our more, say, boobers who like to listen to something a little bit more serious, who like to be more informed, this is for you.
Or learn how you can literally get paid to people stalk. So I'd tune in for that.
Yeah.
I have to say we're not. I think we're not as serious as we intended to. And when you hear my co-host on Sick Society, Bod, viscerally react to learning about Gwyneth Paltrow's Jade vagina eggs, which I hope we can talk about today, then you'll know that it's not always so serious, but it is always entertaining.
It is. Now, I'm always for so. Look, caveat. My mom's a nurse, and because I love having someone who like works in the medical field that I can talk to about, because I want to know who's shoving up where. What are the crazy, like, I listen, I know about sunning, like basically people who sun their butthole because I think they can get a whole stream of vitamin D
through your anus.
Yeah, they will literally
you have to lie there, spread,
yeah,
like,
so you
hold
lie,
this...
and you spread, I guess.
Yes.
And
you just have to like hold it open with your hands like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but what happens if you burn your asshole?
Well, see, this is tricky because the people who believe in sunning their private areas also tend to coincide with the people who think that sunscreen is the devil. So there's a very small but very painful minority out there that just have sunburnt private bits. But they think that they are, supercharged with vitamin D, and I guess it's all in the belief. But I'm going to keep my vagina safely tucked inside my underwear. Thank you very much.
I'm good with taking my vitamin D in pill form.
Yeah. So it's great having Alexis here because I've always been interested with like celebrities and their I don't know if you would call it medical practice, like medical, what would you call it? Like
what they think is medical practice.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be charitable and call them health beliefs.
Health beliefs. Thank you.
This is why we have a doctor here, folks.
Yeah, that's why we have a doctor. Now, because we're bringing up celebrities and everyone and like health and stuff like that, I kind of want to start off with like a little bit tame and get more into the crazy thing. I know we've just started off with talking about butthole sunning. Butthole sunning.
We're already past that limit. We're just talking about tanning a butthole.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Well, I'm not sure how we start with tame because there's so much out there, Gabby, that I had to write myself notes for this episode.
Yes,
so that I don't forget all of the insane things I've read.
Yeah, it's hilarious to me because let's see here. Now, a lot of these reality TV stars, they have supplements that they're shilling. Like you have Sugar Bear hair, which has been sort of pushed by the Kardashians, but you also have like supplements that these reality TV stars are creating themselves. like
Well, even the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
yes,
Right? Like Macy made the Baby Mama brand.
yes, and Courtney has her own supplement brand called Lemme, like Lemme
Yep.
supplements. Now I think I'll start with Secret Lives of Mormon Wives with Macy's sort of natal nutrition supplement. Now, this is for something that she sells for women, and her company name is Baby Mama,
Okay.
and she only has one supplement to sell, plus a sweatshirt that says "Baby Saint" on the back with
Hey.
little angel wings.
Yeah, gotta get that merch.
You gotta get that merch.
Mm-hmm.
But she has a supplement called Every Mama, and according to the website, Every Mama is a vegan, non-GMO prenatal gummy that contains key nutrients like methylfolate, choline, vitamin D, and other ingredients including vitamin A, C, E, and has a low amount of sugar. So, yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes. Now I am the sort of thing where especially now with the whole vitamins. Now I sometimes take vitamins. Well, actually I mainly take melatonin. I haven't for a while. I'm taking a little melatonin break, so when I actually do take it, it will actually knock me the fuck out. I I think it's like kind of vital, especially for like women. I can see like Macy's always pregnant. All these
Yeah.
women in the Secret
Yeah.
Lives of Mormon Wives are always pregnant, so I can see her kind of capitalizing on this.
And Macy did IVF too, so like I can
Yes.
see her being the one who's more interested in like the sort of prenatal and like fertility supplement thing.
Yes.
And it is, I mean, some of this stuff is really important, right? Like you do need
Mhm.
to have folic acid if you're pregnant. That's what helps the fetus develop. They recommend that you take it as a pregnant woman, on top of whatever multivitamin you might be taking.
Mhm.
But it is interesting to see the so many reality TV stars enter the the supplement world.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that is because the supplement world isn't regulated, right?
Right.
You can
Okay.
make a gummy out of, as long as it has a safe amount of the so-called ingredient that's supposed to help you. You can make it in anything, and women are an absolute prime market now for this,
Oh. Yeah.
right? So we're kind of all the different ages. So I'm probably the oldest here, so I'm in my 40s. And so I'm targeted with, like, I've got menopause and pre and perimenopause gummies that are coming at me. There's like cortisol gummies. There's which is supposed to de-stress and therefore make you less fat. And I mean, basically there's every gummy under the sun except for fixing patriarchal societal ideals that make women tired.
Well, the funny thing is,
I'm fucked.
well, the thing is, was starting with like this whole supplement thing. I feel like with Macy, she is capitalizing on this. She's a businesswoman. She's in that market. But I have a feeling that like hers is less egregious, like with Kourtney Kardashian's supplements.
Yeah, I mean, if we
Yeah.
look at some of the stuff that Courtney's done over the last couple of years, I mean, so Courtney is a repeat offender when it
Well,
comes to supplements.
like we have with her Lemmy. So she has two that I kind of want to breach upon. One
Okay.
is she sells weight loss supplements to help sort of regulate your, I guess, your need to eat. I forgot what
Like
that
an
word
appetite
is.
suppressant.
Thank you. Yes. And so with the appetite suppressant, it is let me just have a look here. The GPL1 daily support capsules. And let's see here. Supplement facts. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
There's
I am listening.
yeah, so the suggested use is adults take 2 capsules daily with food and not to exceed recommended dose, but neither here nor there. So there's Aeromin lemon fruit extract 200 milligrams, which is just basically, I think, citrus lemon.
Mm-hmm.
STD.2. I don't know what that is. So please forgive me. I went to a liberal arts school.
We don't have PhDs.
We don't have PhDs.
That's what this is giving.
I don't think you need one to understand what's in here. I mean, what's really interesting is that I'm looking at, for example, her Lemmy Curb.
Yes.
So this is supposed to help with craving support. And it has absolutely nothing in it that would be what you would find in something like Monjaro, so one of the weight loss jabs, which are scientifically and clinically designed to do that. So really, what you're looking at here is some fruit, some cinnamon. You got a little bit of potassium. Potassium's good. They're in bananas. You've got a green superfood blend, which, great. But if I'm really honest, if you'd like to lose weight, probably if you just ate the broccoli, the Brussels sprouts, the tomato, the carrot, the spinach, the collard greens, and the onion that's all blended into this, you'd probably have a, pretty healthy diet. I haven't for the life of me know what edible head powder is, and I don't think I want to know.
No.
And then we've got some fillers and a little bit of chromium, which can for some people help with energy. So there's some big claims being made here for something that is basically just a vegetable gummy bear.
Yeah.
So it just sounds like she literally threw in some cinnamon to be like, here's the sweet treat you want, but now you won't crave it anymore.
Because cinnamon and broccoli are really
great together.
That time-honored
Classic combo.
combination. Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing this is making me think of, Alexis knows that like our mom sometimes, she's into like a lot of like sort of health stuff, some of which is just like, like things that make sense, like chamomile tea and ginger tea to like help you sleep or to help with nausea, but like sometimes we sort of have to reel her back a little. And when I graduated high school and went to university, she gave me like a natural health for women book that was like a textbook that was supposed to help you like take care of your own health at home. And I think that is the thing, is like the for women part is sort of the kernel of this, which is that like there is quite an understandable distrust, especially in the United States, of the healthcare system in taking care of women.
Which is understandable because, especially for women of color, like there has been a long track record of, it being predominantly patriarchal and not seeing women or believing women in their bodies. So
yeah, I mean, medicine's got a horrible track record of this, right? So I mean, when you consider that we didn't even allow women to do anything with medicine until about 100 years ago, so we didn't have really any clue what was going on. And also when you think about some of the stuff that we consider to be just accepted medical conditions now, medicine would package that up and just call it, hysteria, for example.
We were delusional. We were insane. We were crazy.
Our uteruses were floating around our bodies.
Yeah. Although to have sorry to cut you off, Alexis, but just to have like for hysteria to your doctor to prescribe you a vibrator, like
I'd be hysterical.
I'd be hysterical too. Yeah.
How could there not be a lineup around the corner? I mean, they were very basic back then, right? It was basically a Hoover.
Yeah.
But a vacuum. But I've been in Britain too long now. I've got all the lingo down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, medicine's been really bad at this, right? And we see this time and again with people talking about things like polycystic ovarian syndrome or different pain conditions that women can have, with doctors being like, oh, it's all in your head. So you can see how there's a groundswell of sort of, well, I guess we're gonna have to do this for ourselves, just like everything else that we do in life for women. But there's a change, right? The shift that's happening is that there used to be books and people would try and figure out what worked for them. But now we've shifted into this sort of influencer health phase. And that's where we start seeing some of the crazier stuff that's out there, in particular from reality TV stars.
Yes. So I also want to bring up with the Kardashians, it was Khloe who said that her vagina smells like roses.
Oh.
It's not supposed to smell like roses unless you like stuck a perfumed douche up there.
Now, is this part of her? So, I mean, I have to say, I've got a few people I want to highlight here today, but the Kardashians, oh my God. I mean, I didn't even know. I've got a whole section.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know where to start. So, Khloe Kardashian has a 8-step vaginal skincare routine.
8 steps?
8 steps, okay?
I can barely do 8 steps with my own face care. It's like basically wash my face.
Care is 2-step.
Yeah, wash it and moisture.
So it includes, I mean, obviously, so this is all in her app and all of it is monetized, right? So there's a $200 Kegel tracker.
Okay.
There's a $75. Sorry, this is the best word ever.
$200 just to track how frequently you do your Kegels and to like remind you to do your Kegels. Is that what it is?
Yes, I think it's related to. Now, there is actually a medical device that can be used for women when they need to build their vaginal muscles, like after birth or when they get older, and that has a sensor in it that allows them to know if they're getting any better, or more particularly, the health professionals helping them to get any better. Because, not to get sidetracked, but there are vaginal physiotherapists that you can see. That's a real thing.
I've seen one. I went to one for 6 months.
And for those who may not know what Kegels are, it's literally when you like flex your vagina muscles in and out. It's really good, honestly, just like Alexis is saying, after you have birth to do your Kegels. It helps because you won't pee yourself when you sneeze or you cough.
Yeah, and it's like any injury. Like, when I sprained my ankle, I was told to walk on it as soon as I can and not let it just sit and get stiff. So it's like that. Like you're flexing those muscles so that they don't stiffen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's slightly more complicated than Josh has just said, of putting a Kellogg step counter into a condom. But we'll just leave that there. And like after this, Josh, if you would like to have a brief sort of anatomy lesson on how things work, we can talk about that.
We could do.
I will defend myself in saying that it's about as good as doing this, is what I meant.
Well, I would say
I will at least defend myself that I was trying to be funny.
No, this is fair. No, I know you are. I'm teasing. I mean, if you're seeing an actual physiotherapist, then this is a clinical device that's useful, right? How clinical or useful it is, that the one that Khloe Kardashian's selling, I don't know. And she also has a $75 Vagisil.
Vagisil? Yeah.
Well, it's like facial and vagina put together, but those are words that don't go together very well. So vagal.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the Vagisil,
that's what I thought.
That's what I was
thinking.
No. So this is the treatment, the vagal.
Vagisil.
Yeah. And so
is it like one of those sheet masks for your face?
I'm not really sure, because it
requires. Yeah, do you put a sheet mask over your vagina?
I mean, in general, we recommend you don't do any of those things.
Yeah, no.
And it required me to download the Kardashian app, and I just, I refused out of principle. So I'm afraid I don't have all the details. But, what's interesting is the Kardashians are really obsessed about their vaginas. Like, it's really strange. So, I mean, going way back. So I got Josh to dig me out an episode of Kim and Courtney Take Miami from 2013, right? So we're talking 12 years ago. And Courtney and Kim go on this like vagina smell off, where they are trying to figure out who has the best smelling vagina. And Courtney has heard that pineapple juice, drinking lots of it, can make your secretions, so to speak, taste and smell better. Now, I want you to
Mhm.
hold on to this because we're going to come back to this later on.
Gotcha.
Um, and so they spend the whole time they're on this trip to England just like drinking as much pineapple juice as they can get their hands on. And then, as if that's not weird enough, like, I mean, Hannah and I are sisters, and I don't think I've ever been like, you know what
I
is a
was gonna
good point of
ask.
competition to figure out whether my hoo-ha smells better than yours.
Okay, because I
But
don't have
Never.
a sister, and I was gonna ask if you
no,
guys
that's not
ever
no.
crossed
And
your
you know what
mind.
you really
Not
don't
once.
do is that if you have another sister, there's more than two of you don't ask the third sister to be the judge of who has the nicest smelling vagina.
Horrendous.
I hate
So
Horrendous.
that.
I mean,
I hate that.
there's so much to clinically unpack in this episode, but you know, let's start with pineapple juice does not make things taste or smell any different.
Gotcha.
Doesn't matter how much you drink. Go ahead and drink it if you want to. Great source of vitamins, though.
Hold up, I'm pulling out my phone so I can write down notes.
I'm
Pineapples do not make your vagina
so
taste
sorry,
or
Shane. Yeah,
smell
no,
better.
yeah,
Okay,
it doesn't matter how much you
next.
drink. Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah. And then remember I said hold on to that thought about pineapple. So fast forward to about a year ago, and
Mhm.
yet again, Courtney's here with her supplements. And she's decided that she is going to have in her supplement brand of Lemmy. I think that's
Yes.
how she pronounces it. She's promoting a pineapple probiotic gummy bear, and it is supposed to promote vaginal health and make your vagina taste nice. If you've seen the Instagram post for it, by the way, it is like the most disturbing thing I've ever seen.
It's giving
Um,
power to the pineapple pussy. That's what it's
It's
giving.
yeah,
I it also doesn't it also have I was looking at this too.
Have these
It
people
also
not heard of a shower? Because like that's how I deal with that. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, okay, I'll have a shower, and then
That
everything will be
part.
great.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
part.
I feel like, well, I mean, what's really interesting is that she's not the only one. So when I started
Mhm.
looking into this, I mean, there's like years of people trying different foods to make their vagina taste different ways.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, well, actually, is the problem here that people think your vagina should taste a particular way? Because my PSA to women everywhere is that your vagina tastes what it tastes like and it smells what it smells like. And unless it's got a nasty looking discharge and it smells a little fishy, in which case go see your doctor because you have an infection, it
Yeah.
just is what it is, you know? And there isn't
Yeah.
nearly as much stuff going around trying to make people's semen taste like chocolate or anything. So it's a very specific vagina
Ah!
situation.
Yeah. I also read that with the Lemmy Purr, which is what the supplement is called, the Lemmy Purr, like
Uh-oh.
Purr for your
purr
kitten.
for my kitty.
Ugh.
It is the use of the SNZ 1969 probiotic, which is according to Google, the Google, because you know Google's always right.
Jump on the
Um,
Guggen.
so please correct me. I don't want to spread misinformation, but it's a specific strain of the probiotic Bacterium Bacillus coagulans, known for its stability and its use in human and pet supplements for digestive and immune health. Now, I've heard this strain of probiotic is mainly for like gut health.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think the what we have to remember is that um our body is all connected, but also
Hmm.
different things do different things in the
Yeah.
body. And so not everything you eat shows up in every part of your body
Yeah.
because it goes into your digestive system and all the different bits go in and they're like, I'll take that iron, thank you very much, and I'll take the vitamin C and you take that protein and I'll take that amino acid, and everybody divvies it up. It's all very amicable. Fat goes
Hmm.
in all the places you don't want it to go, but off it goes. And that's how it works. So you can't sort of pick one thing known for helping with something and then just hope it's going to help with everything else. But
Yeah.
the wider issue with supplements is that most people are not deficient in most things.
Mhm.
So if you're taking supplements because you are deficient or you need it, so for example, in pregnancy, you need folic acid because you need so much more than you would normally get from just food, or you have a particular deficiency. There's loads of different conditions and diseases where you don't make certain vitamins, minerals, that kind of thing. It is
Yeah.
vitamin D. I live in Britain. I mean, everybody should be taking a little bit of vitamin D.
Mm.
I was going to say the same thing about Nova Scotia. Is they tell you in Nova Scotia you just don't get enough vitamin D in the winter because we're too rainy, we're too gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's totally valid. But everything else is, to quote the great Sheldon Cooper, just making expensive pee.
Yeah. Yeah. Um Now, I feel like we can continuously go on and on about the supplements that these influencers and reality TV stars are pushing, but I have a feeling like there are other things we should talk about. Like with this, what I'm going to bring up, I texted my mom this, and then when she called me back, she was not only disturbed, but probably very annoyed, thinking I don't have anything else better to do than to ask her. Because my mom's a medical nurse, like she's been a RN for 40 years. But
She's probably over your shit.
oh yeah, I always ask her random things. So this is what like Alexis I think also brought up to the group chat is Kourtney Kardashian drinking sperm to regulate her thyroid levels.
Yeah.
Weird.
So, I mean, I want to know who this doctor is who told her this, because that's not made very clear. That apparently, if she wants to improve her thyroid levels, which she's very unclear whether they're high or low,
Mhm.
so, those are very different conditions for starters, um,
Mhm.
that she should be drinking s- semen,
Yeah.
um, her now husband Travis's semen,
Oh.
at least 4 times a week. And yeah, here's the thing, right? So like
Just before you get into it, I do want us to all know and set the scene that when Gabby showed us when she asked her mom about this, it was 6 unresponded to messages of Gabby like setting the scene of like, okay, I need to ask you this, but like, but it's okay. Like, I just you need to answer this for me, and I know this is weird. If I drank this,
Hypothetically.
will it help?
Here.
And it was like 6 unresponded to messages, and then just her mom being like, "Where are you getting the semen?"
which is
So
such a valid point.
this is I have my messages up right now. It's basically, dare I ask? This is at Friday at like 12:30 p.m. at noontime. So dare I ask? Another question, another message. But I need to know. Please forgive me for asking this. But according to Kourtney Kardashian's doctor, drinking her husband's sperm 4 times a day will help with thyroid levels. Is this possible? This is what she said to me. First, where are you getting the sperm? Like, I'm the one getting it. And so she was like, from Kourtney Kardashian's husband, the drummer from Blink 182, because she has no idea who these people are. She was like, ew. And then I go, but that's not the point. Can sperm regulate thyroid levels? Inquiring minds want to know. I want to know. And then she called me.
Because she was worried.
She was worried. And she was like, you have too much time in your hands. I'm like, no, I'm not. This is for work. I'm working.
It's research.
It's research. I'm working.
I have sent so many messages to Hannah and Josh over the last couple days being like, this is all your fault, because
Yeah.
I've had to Google some of the most messed up stuff. I mean, I have to say, I want to thank everybody on this show for permanently messing up the algorithm of my Google search.
You're welcome.
Because it was
Now-
it was just, like how to make certain types of mug cake and what
Yeah.
time the park was open nearby. And now I've got, what episode do Kim and Kourtney smell each other's vaginas?
Yeah. So what she called me back. Now, she said from a nurse who's been a nurse for 40 years. She knows it will not it won't regulate the thyroid. Now, little caveat, I have hypothyroidism. I was born with it.
I feel like you should have led with that, because now I understand why your mom was so terrible.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I had it for because I was anyways.
And also Gabby's a lesbian, so she's like, what are you doing to get this?
I needed all of that context. Okay, this is carry on.
Yeah, so she probably thought I was just actually have a bag of sperm or something, just
go on the black web or something and buy some sperm.
Yeah. Anyways, so she said that the only change ingesting sperm can have on the human body is to increase sodium, which is not a lot. It's probably just a little micro thing of sodium going up, but it's also so Alexis, you asked what kind of doctor. Now, I did a little research, which is looking at an article, so you know how ready I am. So with the doctor, it's a East Indian practice, holistic practice. Now, I can't really pronounce this. Ayurvedic.
It's Ayurvedic. Okay, so it's not a medical doctor. It's an Ayurvedic practitioner.
Yes.
Okay. That's not a doctor.
No. I'm
not a doctor, so
no.
I know what you mean.
I mean, you have a doctorate, but I think this is sort of the deal of they have a doctorate of this, and so they could put doctor in front of it because let's see here. Let's see here. It is a lot of these American celebrities are bringing the practice to their audience, and there's a French market research from Report Linker estimates the global Ayurveda market could grow to 6.81 billion between 2022 and 2026.
The thing is, a lot of Ayurvedic practices are great for the world we live in now, because they're about being more mindful, about paying attention to what you put into your bodies, about being in balance, about being restful, around taking time for yourself, and that's all great. But I think we have to be careful about what that means so that's more what we call complementary practices to medicine. That's not medicine itself. Now, some people have really good experiences with this, but I've got to say, when it comes to something like drinking semen, and by the way, the reason why it increases sodium is because sperm is salty.
Yeah.
I feel like this might not be the audience who knows that, so I'm going to say that now.
Yeah.
Sperm can barely survive the vagina, okay? It's not going to make it once it hits the gastric acid of a stomach.
No.
So all you've really done is hopefully had a good time the sperm.
Now, this is from
I do feel like Travis was like, listen, tell her she needs to drink my sperm 4 times a week.
this is it. So this is from another Business Insider article. So Kardashian Kourtney said the doctor, who she did not identify, claimed it would improve her thyroid levels. And like Alexis said, I can't remember what he said, if it was high, low or high. But continuing on, well, he told me the thing that would help it was drinking his cum 4 times a week, she added, pointing to Barker. And then Barker said, love this doctor. Because I bet Travis Barker slipped this doctor a hundo and said, please say this. I've been begging for her to do this. Please say this.
For Travis Barker and the Kardashians, that's a cheap-ass bribe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I watched this episode, because I don't normally watch the Kardashians, but I watched this one.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting because, obviously Travis is going to be super excited about something that basically a doctor just said. Can you either do a hand job or blow job 4 times a week? I mean, what guy isn't going to be excited by that? But, so they go to this, what they're doing is they're doing this 7 or 10 day karmic cleanse, where that's supposed to remove all the toxins from their body.
Yes.
That's not a real thing. We are not full of toxins, by the way. That's not a real
N-
thing. But
no.
and so what ends and so they can't. There's all sorts of things they can't do, like have alcohol, caffeine. They can't have
Hmm.
sex, all these different things. And then they go to this
Can't have
Ayurvedic
sex.
spa. Yeah, can't have sex.
Can't have
Um,
sex. Then what's the point of like?
well, apparently the whole point is to prep Courtney for so they can make the best eggs and sperm for their IVF treatment that they're doing. But there's just they really lost me when they went to the spa and then Courtney's soaking her feet in what's effectively ginger tea. And then the Ayurvedic doctor tells her to start smacking her feet because smacking her feet will bring the energy up through her body and into her vagina and her reproductive organs.
Wake up the vagina.
Yeah, let's wake up the vagina, everybody.
All right.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a maybe that makes you feel more energetic. Maybe that makes you feel more restful. It's hard to know. I mean, the best
Mhm.
advice that they have for people who are on a reproductive journey is to relax.
Mhm.
So I guess whatever gets you there, but it isn't going to be swallowing cum,
Mhm.
unfortunately. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you might get there eventually, but that's if you want to make a baby, then that's definitely not going to work
No.
because that's not the right place to put that.
No. Um. Now, bringing this up, Alexis, do you have any other, you know, reality TV, I guess, health stories that you want
Oh,
to
I
bring up?
she's been talking
Oh,
to me. She has so many.
All right.
Yeah, I have.
Let's go,
I don't
girl.
even know where to start. Okay, so let's leave the Kardashians for a bit. We've ragged on them and rightly so, but so let's talk about the secret lives of Mormon wives for a second. So in the second series, Jen and Zach they're having some marital issues, and instead of seeing a therapist, they decide to do ketamine therapy together.
Yes.
And for everyone who can't see me, I'm using quotation marks here on around the ketamine therapy.
Mhm.
No, so ketamine therapy is a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
So this it's no joke, right? So this is a therapy for treatment resistant depression, meaning
Mhm.
nothing else, antidepressants, therapy, counseling, nothing else has worked. And so you go to a health practitioner and you have ketamine therapy and it can provide some short-term impact on depression. But it's really a last chance saloon for people
Mhm.
who have had no other help with their depression.
Because I've heard now my dad uh he was in the military, he contracted like PTSD from it. But he's trying like some different things like with there have been studies with mushrooms or using some like I don't want to say LSD but like some form of psychedelics to help,
Yeah, and
you
we
know.
know that when it's in a controlled environment and done by a
Yeah.
clinician, this can be really helpful for people.
Mhm.
But the
Yeah, and
difference the
oh,
oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I was gonna say our stepsister also researched ketamine therapy as part of her psychology degree,
Mhm.
and I think specifically to do with treatment for severe eating disorders.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it can have a real reset value for people. Like it can really help them move on. But the thing is, that's not what Jen and Zach are doing here, right? So they're just going to what looks like a spa and they're
Mhm.
using it and they're doing ketamine together, right? And using ketamine for couples therapy is like using chemotherapy to get rid of a cold. It's
Oh.
like totally inappropriate for the
Mhm.
issue. And it's really wild that ketamine therapy can be accessed so easily where they are because it's not like acupuncture or spa treatment, right? So it has really crazy side effects. It can do things like besides the fact that it's a controlled substance drug, right? It can cause bladder and liver damage, mania, long-term tinnitus. I mean, this is a quite a heavy duty thing. So, how they got that ketamine and who gave it to them, I would love to know.
I it's I feel like it's like some sort of a loophole that's like maybe in like a sort of like American medical sort of world. I That's like a whole other thing to kind of get into, but I would feel because also they seem to be doing it more than once. Like it's a continuous
Yeah,
thing.
I question in general the access to drugs that I've seen in Utah on this
Mm.
show, because like it's not as serious as the ketamine, but like when they go get Botox, they get laughing gas, which is just
Yes.
not something required for getting Botox.
No.
Interesting.
Laughing gas was a pretty common like dental thing though,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that there's
Yeah, that's what
probably
I'm
some
saying. It's just not
grandfathered
as
in
serious.
areas
But
that like can get access to it.
Mm-hmm.
And we provide something similar for women in who are giving birth in Britain, what we call gas and air.
Mm.
Yeah,
Isn't
they
it like
provide it here in Canada as well.
is because I've noticed, because I've watched some reality TV shows or documentary TV shows where they show us like the 24 hours in like an A&E or something, and it's they have like this thing. It's like this like tube or something that people will breathe in for pain management.
Yes. Yeah. So it's that we call that gas and air. So I use that with my both my kids, but more with my second one.
Mm-hmm.
And it does really help, but you also are completely dissociated from what's going on around you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not really aware of anything that's going on, which can be helpful if you're pushing out a baby. I mean,
That's true.
that is not a pleasant experience in
I don't
my
know why I
experience.
said that, because I've never birthed the baby, so
Because you have women's intuition, Gabby.
I
that's
do, I
why.
do, I do.
Because you are right, girlfriend.
Mhm,
You're
mhm.
right.
Yeah, unfortunately, until they invent pods, it's the only way. And I mean, I held out as long as possible. There's a 7-year gap between my kids, but they still didn't invent pods that you can birth babies in, so I had to do it myself.
Bless your heart.
Yeah.
I always like telling the story of when my mom gave birth to me. I was 2 weeks late, so I had to be induced. And they asked her at the hospital. They were like, "Do you want to give birth right now?" She was like, "Yes, absolutely." And so they induced, and they were like, "We're going to come back in a minute. We're going to give you the drugs for it." And they didn't come back in a minute, and couldn't give her the drugs. And she remembers being wheeled down the hallway, screaming her life out because I was 10 pounds 2 ounces, and my mom
Ew.
weighed maybe 105 pounds. And she just like passed a hallway and locked eyes with another woman who was just like waiting to give birth, just like reading a Danielle Steele book, and they just like locked eyes, and my mom just screaming.
No, I gave birth in the back of an ambulance on the side of the highway to Lacey.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
oh my
Wow.
God.
Yeah, and the paramedic had no clue what to do. No clue what to do at all. I had like their biological father holding one leg, I was holding the other leg, and both paramedics were sitting in the back with their hands over their friggin' mouth. One was white as a ghost, and the other one was just standing there with his eyes wide open like a deer in headlights. And I pulled my baby right out. I ended up at the IWK, and my doctor opens up the doors, and he was like, "Oh, you look like you don't need me." And I said, "Nope."
Wow.
Wow. Absolute
Wow.
queen. I don't think I could do
And then you
that.
had Dakota, and you're like, I got this.
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah, as soon as I had Dakota, I was just like, Robert's like, "Are you good? Like, do you want any pain medication?" I was like, "No, I'm fine. Let's go to the hospital."
Yeah,
Got to the
Dakota walked
hospital,
out.
good to
Yeah.
go. She was 3.5 weeks early too, so.
Yeah. I was a preemie. I think I got my mom gave birth to me like really early, like
Mhm.
almost on the cusp of being too early. And so yeah, she was it was not an easy birth, but here I am, head of a
Alive
podcast.
and thriving.
But yeah, I with the whole ketamine therapy, it's insane, because when I associate with ketamine, I associate it with the veterinary office,
Yeah.
like,
Mm.
but like as
Special
a
K.
Special K, horse tranquilizers.
Yeah, I mean it's an anesthetic basically.
Mhm.
Not one that we use all the time, but it's an anesthetic, and that's why it has to be administered by a doctor, because you could very easily put yourself to sleep and never wake up again if you take, the wrong amount of it. Um, but it's just interesting to see that one of the reasons why it matters that we talk about these things and we debunk some of the ways that celebrities use different health um, treatments or even have certain health beliefs is because we know from research that people use celebrities and the decisions they make and the things that they endorse as shortcuts to the decisions that they make.
Oh
themselves.
well, if Kourtney
Yeah.
Kardashian's doing it, then I should do it.
It's a lot of like I guess cult of personality. Like if Courtney's doing it and she looks amazing, she looks beautiful, she's glowing, she has all this money. If she's doing it, it must be doing something right, because it is that of like if I do it, I can be just like her.
Well, I think that's why there was such a big, huge boom in Ozempic as well, because
Oh my
everyone was like,
god,
"Oh my
yeah.
God, look at Oprah, look at Lizzo, look at all these," you know what I mean? Like, look at all these women.
Yeah, I
I can
mean,
be that skinny. What?
it influences behavior, right? So when Gwyneth
Mhm.
Paltrow tells you to shove a $66 plus tax, by the way, Jade egg up your vagina because
What are you gonna do?
she claims it'll regulate hormones in your period. It does not. You're much more likely to do it. We know that actually when something's endorsed by a celebrity, we're more likely to choose that item, and
Mm.
we do the choosing faster than if it was endorsed, or I guess if it wasn't endorsed at all. So
Mhm.
there's this element of trust, like social media has in particular made us feel like we're closer to these people, but we're not. And so it influences the decisions that we make and the health behavior that we have. But we're in a lot most of the people watching reality TV are not in a position to easily fix perhaps some of the mistakes that get made because of the decisions that they make, you know? I mean, in the same episode, god, there was so much in that episode. In
Oh
the same
yeah.
episode where Kim and Courtney are smelling each other's vagina, well, actually, no, it was Chloe that's smelling both of their vaginas. Chloe buys some effectively vagina weights, like little balls that you can use to try and improve your muscle tone in your vagina. Now, these can be
Mhm.
used, um, but for whatever reason, wherever she gets them from, um, they don't come with strings, so they get stuck in her vagina.
That's what I'm yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, especially when it comes to say Gwyneth Paltrow's like egg.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like that's going to be so insane, cuz like how could you get that out?
Well, I mean, we actually watch Chloe. She's got a towel around her waist and
Yeah.
she's like squatting around her bathroom. They film all of this. Well,
Mhm.
Courtney smacks her on the back as if she's choking, right? You know, like when you're trying to get food out. And then that loosens them and they drop out. I mean, but this is a medical emergency if you can't get them out.
Oh, apparently with Gwyneth Paltrow saying you need to squat and birth the egg.
Oh my God, Jesus wept.
I never want to birth anything, let alone an egg.
So it's I've also heard that with these like yoni eggs, I think is what they're also called, is like they could also like sure you do Kegels. Kegels could help you like I guess strengthen your pelvic muscles, but I think if like you keep this in and stuff like that, it will actually damage the muscles.
Yeah, so it can cause toxic shock syndrome, just like if you have a
Yes,
tampon that's in too long. If it's not clean, then you're introducing germs into an
they're
environment where you
also
don't want
like
germs.
Jade is also porous,
Yep. I don't even want to think
so
about what the cleaning situation is on that.
it's porous, so it doesn't matter if you clean it with soap and water, it's still gonna be dirty.
Oh, that's
It's not meant to
nasty.
be like in your body. And that's why like we have like gua sha or something. I think with like if you use like I don't know rose quartz or something, or because I had a jade face roller and then I'd always get like acne because even though I cleaned it, it's still porous.
Yeah, and then when you think about that in your vagina,
Mm,
oh, that is, yeah, no. I mean, I guess you can put what you want up there.
yeah.
To each their own, but
Well,
please make sure it's clean.
on that note, because I think we're getting to the end.
I'm
I
mortified
do,
right
though.
now.
I'm sorry. I need to ask Alexis about one more thing that she mentioned in the
Of
group
course,
chat that she
yeah.
hasn't brought up because I've never heard of this. Tell me about forklift foot.
Oh my God.
What
Okay.
the hell?
So this is going back in time. Do you guys remember a TV show called Here Comes Honey Boo Boo?
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yes,
do.
yes,
Yeah.
Honey
yes,
Boo Boo
We've
yes.
talked about Honey Boo Boo
Show.
many times on the show.
Yeah, I loved Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. So Mama June, Honey Boo Boo's mom, she had this what she called was a condition called forklift foot.
Ugh.
And they would feature forklift foot on the show, and they would have like close-ups of Forklift foot, and she was never in bare feet because of that. So I mean, even famously going to get a pedicure and leaving her sock on, and then they painted her toenails over the socks because she wouldn't take her sock off. And there was like all this B-roll on Here Comes Honey Boo Boo of Forklift foot in the sock. And then finally there's a big reveal of Forklift foot. So it's not a condition, so to speak. As far as I could tell, she had an incident. I don't know if a forklift ran over her toe or what happened. And it looks like it just wasn't properly dealt with medically. And so it's grown back or reformed a little bit funky, so to speak. But yeah, that's Forklift foot. It's
I
not
must have
it.
trauma blocked that because I don't recall any of that at all. And
Yeah,
I
no,
love Honey Boo Boo.
yeah,
Child.
it's
Anything with feet.
that doesn't work for you.
No,
So
that's
you wouldn't be okay with the fact that my French bulldog's current thing is he likes to lick the people's feet, and then he
well,
uses his tongue and he can get in between the toes.
Gabby would kick him.
Ruben, same thing. My dog does the exact same
now
thing.
I have very sensitive feet. Like my mom tried clipping my nails, and I would just like jerk them away because they were so sensitive, and
Like
I'm
a
afraid.
cat.
Yeah, I am so afraid that that's why I never want to get a pedicure, because I'm afraid I'm gonna hit the poor woman in the face when I jerk my
Drop
foot
kick
away.
the woman's head.
Yeah, it's like, I'm so sorry.
You have to leave a really big tip when you do that.
Yeah. Well, I looked up the foot. It looks gross, and then I went to like forklift injury, and then I just saw more gross pictures. So
So yeah, that's infamous Forklift foot. She does eventually reveal it, I think at a water park.
yes,
And then for some reason there's loads of flies around it, but I don't think that has anything to do with the forklift foot aspect. It's just because they live in southern United States.
it looks kind of like a like ingrown toenail. Like, it's just ingrown nails like on every single side of her toe.
It's possible. I mean, who knows, right? I strongly suspect that Mama June probably
Cheyenne's face right now.
No, she can't.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to move on. There's gonna be like a whole group of listeners who are like, oh no, it's feet. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Look, we don't need to give Mama June any concessions here. Like,
No.
she's already a terrible person. Let's not defend her body.
No.
Yeah.
well, though speaking of gross, the final one that was on my hit list of things to talk about today was: have you seen about how Brandi Glanville decided that she was going to give herself her own chemical peel using Nair?
Nair?
Nair.
No.
Nair. Like
Nair.
Nair.
On her face.
On her face.
What about her eyebrows?
Well, no, not her eyebrows.
You used to
But-
be hair, now you're gone. Nair.
Yeah, Nair. Yeah, so like the stuff that you use to take your body hair off. She decided that that was a shortcut to a chemical peel and exfoliation. And if you look this up, she then gave herself severe chemical burns because she left it on her face for 7 minutes.
Oh my god. No. Oh my god. I'm looking at
can't.
these
I can't.
pictures.
No, I can't.
Oh my god. Listen,
Also, amid facial parasite crisis is what this says.
Oh, she's convinced that there's a parasite in her face. Now, that's well out of my realm of expertise, but I'm fairly certain that Nair isn't going to kill a parasite.
now
Gabby's speechless.
you know what? I've always had skin issues. I've had really bad acne and stuff like that. I would always go to the dermatologist. I still have some pretty bad like skin issues. Like, I get like really dry like dermatitis over my top lip, over my eyes. But I never really think it's like a
Have you tried Nair?
I have not tried Nair. Because I know, I would accidentally put it over an eyebrow, and the minute I do that, like, oh shit, and then like my eyebrow is gone.
Well, see, that's how we'll know, ladies.
Yeah.
Gabby ever shows up with just one eyebrow, it's because she's tried
That's
the Nair
fair.
chemical peel.
Now, there's so much more to talk about, like the different things that these celebrities are doing, that I feel like we might have to like come back to like another episode if
I would be very happy to talk about all the weird and wonderful things that reality TV stars like to do in the name of health.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Now, I do have to say, Alexis, thank you for coming on the show. You could get your own Sick Society. Also, you have books out.
Yeah, so a few things happening in my world. So my first ever book called Understanding Health, Illness, and Society is available for pre-order now. Yay!
Slay!
and
Let's
it
give
comes
this queen
out-
her flowers just for a second. Snaps for this queen. Let's go, Alexis.
And you can celebrate New Year's because it comes out on the 31st of December. I've already warned Hannah that my entire family's just getting that for Christmas.
Nice.
And then we've got myself and my co-host Bod Goddard, who's a doctor of the medical variety. We've got a new podcast coming out in the new year called Sick Society, where we're going to be looking at everything weird and wonderful that influences our health from the world around us. So everything from where you live to what you do. Death and dying, misinformation. You get to hear Bod freak out when he learns about jade eggs. Highly recommend that episode.
Yeah.
And we're just asking those kinds of questions. What does it take to make a healthy society?
Mm-hmm. Now, so we will have a link in the description to get Alexis to pre-order her book. Sorry, I'm reading the chat at the same time. I'm like, do I have to say this? No.
No, you can
It's
cut
okay.
that
Calm down. We're gonna trust. We can edit.
Okay.
Yeah, work on your outro. You're good.
All right. So, anyways, you can get our books. And also, we're way over the time limit. So let's just say adieu, and let's just say our next is coming out is
Come on, we just watched it.
oh my
Come
god,
on, girl.
it's not
It's your bread and butter, baby.
Oh shit. Okay, Below
It's
Deck.
not the next one though.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It
We're
kind of
recording
is.
out of
So
order.
here's the thing. We at some point decided to record out of order. But at the end of, and which I just finished yesterday, at the end of The World's Worst Parents, you did say that it is Below Deck. So if you want it to be Below Deck, it'll be Below Deck. If you want it to be Drag Race, it'll be Drag Race. Whichever one you want to say right now, just get situated and figure it out, and we'll release them as such.
All right. Let's just say Below Deck.
Below Deck.
You want to
Below
do
Deck.
your sentence again, Gabby?
Right. Rawr. Come sail away with us with Below Deck. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I'm not saying the other word. Patreon, where you can watch the host out for $5 if you're a little nasty. But you can also watch us for free with our episodes on Patreon, or you can also watch it on YouTube. And you can also listen to this episode and many episodes wherever you get your podcasts, and we have merch. Am I missing anything else?
And remember, only put clean things in your vagina.
Clean,
Yeah.
non-porous things.
Clean,
Yes.
non-porous things.
Don't you put it in your mouth.
Don't you put it in your vag? Don't you put it in your vag?
Mm.
Don't you put it in your
It's
butt?
good to eat.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
You
How
cook
you
Beavers.
will
real quick,
quick, real sick, real
real sick.
Real?
I like how all of us are like, this is like a round. Like everyone was on like a different verse there for that one.
I know.
All right. Bye, boobers.
Bye.
Bye, Boobers.
Yo, it's Gorilla Central out there. Get the fuck up. Juice heads everywhere.
I don't think that he's good for you. How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion! Are you kidding me? I swear to God.
Don't be.
What are you
throw the thing on
doing?
me. I'll hurt you.
Welcome to BoobTube.
my god. This is so awkward to me. Wow, I can't do this.
Do you want me to do it?
Well, hello. Can we do some Facetune? Okay, boobers, we're taking back Girl Boss because today we are sponsored by Leverage Assistant. It is a truth universally acknowledged that even the best boss would be nothing without a great admin. Leverage Assistant finds and trains the top 1% of remote executive assistants, digital marketers, recruiters, and other roles to support your growing business. They spend 12 plus hours sourcing, vetting, and interviewing top-tier talent, then use a cultural index survey of personality, behavior, and working styles to find the best match for your needs. If they wouldn't hire them for their own company, Leverage Assistant will not hire them for yours. Leverage Assistant also offers full account management, including holiday and sickness cover, seamless swaps. What does that mean? Seamless swaps.
Oh, like if you don't like the person.
Oh, okay. Seamless swaps or additions at no extra cost to you. Can y'all tell I read off a prompter? All you need to do is focus on your work. Used to doing it all yourself? Same. Leverage Assistant provides you with resource tips and guidebooks to start delegating responsibilities. Sign up for Leverage Assistant using the link in our description to get 1 whole month free. Yep, 1 whole month. You're welcome. That's a full-time remote assistant for 1 whole month. Choose Leverage Assistant and never have to manage freelancers ever again.
This has been a Haunted Mouse production. Cut that out.